Alright everyone, today is the day we've all been waiting for. That's right, today is the release day of Doctor Octopus, aka Doc Ock, in his event Surgical Strike. Now, how this is going to work for this video is we're going to be doing probably a massive Red Star Orb opening. I have a ton of orbs saved up, and I'm looking to get at least a 5 red on him, so I'll probably keep pulling until I do so. I also have the potential for a possible 6 Red Star Orb as well, which I would be willing to open if my luck goes badly. Now, I will also be doing the actual Doc Ock event, but this will be off-screen for this video, but will be available in another video, which I will release not too long after this, for those who are interested, or are having a hard time passing the event levels, and also for the future when the event comes back around a second time, for those who didn't manage to get it for the first time. So after we do all the orb stuff, we're going to build up Doc Ock and go over him in the character window. I think I have the resources to get him straight to tier 14 and stick some T4s into him as well. But since it's Monday, I haven't had the time to blitz up to tier 8 for gameplay footage there, so instead we're going to be using the balanced PvP system to show him off with his Sinister 16. The reason why I've decided to do this is that the daily milestones, as you guys know, for the current Sinister event is still going, so I think it'd be a good way to knock out both the milestones and show off some gameplay footage at the same time. My goal is going to be to pull in Doc Ock after the reject phase, as I doubt they're going to be banning him over some of the other characters that are normally banned. So I should have no problems pulling a Sinister 16 together for this. So that's the plan for today's video. So without further ado, let's get started, everyone. Alright, so here we are over onto my orbs section window. Now, tinfoil hat here, you know, I am going to be pulling the Red Star Orbs before I actually unlock him because, I don't know, that's what I've been doing lately, and I've been doing pretty well. This whole patch, I've actually managed to get 5 Red Stars on Zemo, Swarm, and Electro. So let's see if we can follow that trend and get that for Doc Ock here. So he is, let's double check and make sure he is actually in the orb. There has been times where they've tried to fool us with the picture, but it does look like with 15% that he is in here, so that's good. So hopefully, fingers crossed, he is actually in there. We have 143 Red Star Orbs total, and we do have 2 Elite Fours currently, and 6 Elite 5s. Now, I don't really want to pull all of them. I'll probably pull about 4 of them. I would like to save some of them for the symbiotes, the new symbiote characters coming along shortly, and I have finished Dark Dimension 3 both times, so I don't really have any good sources of these Elite 5s anymore. I am very close to an Elite 6. I think if I do get any dupes out of the 5s, I believe that'll put me pretty close to an Elite 6 orb, so I might end up pulling that if we do need to. So we are going to start off the bat, I think, with 2 Elite 5s, and then we'll go my Elite 4s, and then go back down to the regular orbs. I think that's usually the best way to do it, just in case I get a big pull, and, you know, then we can save some of our orbs. I have a lot of orbs. This is what's been happening lately, is I've been pulling the Elite 4s or 5s, and then getting the feature character, and then I have so many of the regular orbs that I never bothered to pull. So if anyone is wondering how I have so many Red Star Orbs, that's exactly what's happened. So, let's start off the bat here with an Elite 5 orb, and let's hope for the best, and at the very least, you know, let's hope for some upgrades, because that could always work too. So, here we go. Let me go back around. Elite 5. I don't open very many of these. Let's go. Pink 5 Winter Soldier. That is an upgrade. I do get some extra Elite 5 credits there for the 4 dupe, it seems. So, that gave us... how much did we get? Oh, we got, sorry, Elite 5 credits and Elite 6 credits. I got that mixed up. So, unfortunately, that doesn't get us the... I think I need a dupe from a 5 in order to get enough credits for the 6. So, let's go one more, and then we'll go back to the 4s, and then we'll see what we're going to do from there. Okay, pink. 5 Heimdall. It is an upgrade. Some Elite 4 credits there. Heimdall is not the best. He's kind of like the worst of the 5 Asgardians, in my opinion. We'll do one more. We'll do one more, and then we'll go back to the 4s. I don't want to spend all of them here. So let's go one more time before we go back to the others. Pink again. 5 Korra. That sucks. More Elite 5 credits, but yikes, that's not what I was looking for. Maybe we might get enough for some more Elite 5s afterwards, but yeah, we'll deal with that later. So let's jump back to the Elite 4s. We have two 4s right now. Maybe, you know, we might get a 5 Doc Ock out of these here. Let's go. Go to pink. 4 Rifle Trooper? Is that Rifle Trooper? I think it is. Right, so that gave us a little bit of 5 credit. Not much there. Let's open this one more. Another pink. And a 4 Electro. Unfortunately, that is a dupe. I did pull a 5 Electro, so unfortunately that isn't doing much for us. So, alright, looks like we're back to the regular orbs. Nothing yet. That's a bit unfortunate. So we'll go back to the regular orbs and pull them as we need to, and then jump over to the Elite Fours as we get them. So, alright, here we go, guys. 143 orbs. This could be a long pull, but I'm going to keep going until I get something good. So let's get started. Starting with the blue. So a 3x23, that is a dupe there. I'm going to be going a bit quicker on these because I do have a lot to pull, so I don't want to spend too much. Well, we'll see how much time I end up having to spend on this. 3 vision, that's a dupe. Almost anything under a 4 probably is going to be a dupe at this rate. My luck hasn't been too good. I haven't even seen Doc Ock yet. 2 Mordo. Hopefully he exists. Aim Assaulter. Hawkeye. I don't know, maybe I should have done that Seed Theory shenanigans. I just... I don't know. Hopefully, you know, we get him. This would be the worst possible luck if after all of these characters that I don't actually end up getting him after getting all the other ones. So we do have an Elite 4 here, so we're going to jump over here really quick and open this. Don't know if it's going to lead to any more Elite 5s. We're going to pink again. Come on. 4. You're joking. Another Electro. Oh, 2 4 Electros. Like, what are the chances? Ugh, not even enough for another Elite 5. You know what? We're just going to pull this Elite 5, and I think we might even get back to another one, potentially. So, I want to save at least 2. So, let's pull this one, and we might get one more after if we need to. So, let's open this. Get a pink again. Get 5 Hand Sentry. And that's a dupe. Okay, so that actually put us up to the Elite 6 Orb, which we're gonna pull. This is my first ever Elite 6 Orb that I have ever had in this game, for as long as these Elite credits have existed, so this is going to be a new one for me. Double check, he is in here, right? I haven't even seen him at all yet, so it says he's in there. 15% isn't great. This is like just over a 1 in 6 chance, or less than a 1 in 6 chance that I get him. Alright guys, let's hope for something good. It's a 6, you know, don't give me a minion, please, for the love of God, don't give me a minion. Alright. Here we go. It's a gold. Oh! Shield Security. Shield Security. There was one day where he was really good. He's not the worst, but he's not really that much used anymore. That was a bit disappointing. We did get 100 Elite 7 credits, but who knows how long it's going to be before any of these get opened up again. We do get 600 Elite 6 credits, so that's going to take quite a bit of time to get back around. Alright guys, so we're going to do one more Elite 5, and then we're going to go back to the regular orbs and start working our way back up again. Come on. Just give me something good. Give me something. Oh, gold? Oh. An Elite 6. 6 red hand sorceress. Sorceress. Yeah, that's pretty shit. And, yeah. We'll welcome that hand rework. That was a load of crap. Now, it was better than the 5. It wasn't a 5, it was a 6. But that is quite disappointing, I think. Another upgrade, though. So, no Doc Ock yet. This is really shocking. Not once. So, yeah, this is going to be a long video, it seems. So let's go back to the regular orbs. I'm going to take a drink of water after that. Alright. I just had this awful feeling in the pit of my stomach that, you know, even though I had all of these orbs saved up, it was gonna be some really crappy luck. And that really proves, I think, how awful the Red Star system is. It's just, you know, obviously it feels really good when you pull well, and then it feels really awful when you don't. And, you know, if I don't even see him at all, this is going to be super disappointing. I'll even take a 4 at this rate. I think my chances of getting a 5 is quite slim now, but who knows. She hasn't even showed up once, or he hasn't even showed up once. Like, what's the deal with this? Ugh, God. 8 minutes into our Red Stars, and still have no... Oh, we did find him. Okay, so there's a 3. Can we get a 4? I will be happy with a 4 if we can get that. Took long enough to even see him once. Jeez, oh. We are building our Elite 4 credits back up, though, pretty quick, so maybe... I'm not going to stop. Well, I might stop when I get to, like, 30 or something like that, just to save for the symbiotes coming. I think that I will probably be skipping out on She-Hulk. I have been quite disappointed. I posted my disappointment video from the blog post, and I just don't see myself really going hard on her. So I will probably use that time to sort of save back up for the symbiotes if I need to. So let's jump back over to the Elite 4. We do have another one of these, and that might actually bring us up to an... Oh wait, no. I already spent that Elite 5 credits, so never mind. Here we go again. It's pink. War Machine. I think that's a dupe. Yep. Sure is. I'm tempted to spend that Elite 5. This is super tempting. I think I'm gonna do it actually. Let's do another 5. I've been pulling. This is gonna be what, the 6th 5, 5th 5 that I've pulled, something like that. So hasn't been any great luck so far. No 7s, of course, but hey, we got a 6, 2 6s, 2 minions. One more time. It's not gold. Oh, why? All these minions and like, oh my god, I just... Kree Oracle. God, I just feel awful right now. 3 minions. I get Kree Oracle, Shield Security, and Hand Sorcerers out of my Red Star so far, to note. Back to the regular orbs, guys. I still have lots to clear out. I cannot believe how many I'm gonna have to pull. This is gonna be like 100 plus Red Star Orb opening. Like, I've never opened a 1. I haven't opened this many Red Star Orbs in a very, 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 very long time. Man, this is just horrendous. Horrendous. This is what happens, I guess, when you get lucky on other characters and then you just get completely crushed here. Now, I am not walking away with anything less than a 3 now, but of course, you know, given his nature and the fact that we're going to be unlocking him at a 5. Pink Hydra Sniper. Okay, more Elite 4 credits. You know, I would like at least a 4, you know, because we are unlocking at 5, so... I got 5 Ebony Maw when Ebony Maw first came around, but it seems that our luck is not doing so swimmingly this time around. More Swarm. We're gonna have a handful of Elite 4s to open up though before we finish this, so maybe another 3 Doc Ock. That's not a 4 though. Come on. There's another Elite 4 with 107 to spare. Elite 4 Orb, here we go. Pink again. 4 Sinister, that's a dupe. I have a 5. Gives us more Elite 5 credits, but we'll see. If I get close enough to the 10,000 mark, I might end up pulling an Elite 5 Orb, because I'll probably fix that later on. So I might do one more 5. We'll see how bad my luck is, though, here. I haven't even been getting any good actual upgrades, you know. There hasn't been any amazing pulls here that are good for my existing teams, which is really unfortunate. A lot of minion crap, and aside from that, there hasn't been really anything good. This is gonna turn into a Red Star video. 4 Blob. Oh, okay, I wasn't sure. I thought that might have been an upgrade. No. Another blue. Elsa. Oh my god. Oh, pink. 4 miles. Is that an upgrade? No. Wasn't sure. I'm getting a lot of 3s and 4s here now, but where was this earlier? Where was this kind of luck? Oh boy. Almost at another Elite 4 again. Yeah, not doing so good. We're at, what are we at? 97 orbs. So we've pulled about 50 regular orbs and, I don't know, 5 or 6 Elite 5s, an Elite 6, and a handful of Elite 4s. And you would have thought, I would have thought that one of those would have been, one of the good ones would have been Doc Ock. So we got Doc Ock again, so he does exist, just not when we need him. So we have another Elite 4. Come on, just give me a 4 so we can go home. I'm already home. But, oh, we did get a 4! Okay, we got a 4. Now, I have a lot of orbs. Now, the chances of actually getting a 5... It's 1% times 15% of that is like 0.15% chance that I would pull a 5, and that 5 would happen to be Doc Ock. That's pretty low. But you know what? We're gonna keep going just for a little bit. You know, I'll probably pull down. I'm gonna pull down to 75, and then we'll pull whatever's left over there, and then call it a day. You know, because there is a lot of. I've been saving up for a very long time. Might as well see if there's any other upgrades we can get while we're at it. Even though this is a Doc Ock video, we're gonna pull a little bit more, see if we can get some upgrades. Probably quite rare that I'm going to get an upgrade, but you never know, right? You know, you might get lucky and find something else while you're looking for it, or I'll just get super lucky and get a 7. Although, I did just get a 7 Squirrel Girl last patch, so I think the probability of me getting a 7... a 4 Doc Ock from a regular orb. Okay, so... Here they're all coming now. 4 Night Nurse, that's a dupe. Okay, we're getting a lot of... We're just going to pull all the way down to 75, and then we're going to pull whatever elites we have after that. I know we're going in a kind of a backwards order here, but that's just how it's going to go for today. So 4, you know, I'm okay with that. He isn't, you know, the most absurd legendary, you know, he's not like a Black Bolt type, and, you know, if he is worth upgrading to 5, you know, I have more than enough tokens to do so, saved up from Dark Dimension, so I wouldn't feel bad doing that, but I just kind of feel bad that I haven't really got any good upgrades for my roster, I don't believe. I think a lot of them are characters that I don't use or are just crap, like the Hand Sorcerers. Some more Doc Ock here. How many are we at now? We're at 80, so 5 more, and then we'll pull, or maybe we'll pull down to get 2 Elite 4s there. We'll probably pull up to 2. Whenever we get the 2 Elite 4 threshold, that's when we'll stop. Still dupes. And then we'll pull those 2 Elite 4s and call it a night for the Red Stars. And save the rest, I guess, for other characters coming down the line. It seems like my luck was pretty non-existent this entire night. So, we're gonna... So we have 2 Elite 4s here. We're gonna pull these, and... I might pull the Elite 5, maybe. Oh my god. Cap? Oh, that's an upgrade. Wow. Okay, from a 3 to a 4. Alright. Last one here. Another pink. 4 cable. That's definitely a dupe. Okay, so we are really close to another Elite 5. So I think we're going to pull this last Elite 5 to end the night. I will try and work my way back up for Scream and Anti-Venom when they're coming for the next patch. I think I am going to skip out a bit on She-Hulk and not really pull too extensively for her. So we're going to pull this very last Elite 5 because we could use a 5 or, you know, an upgrade for anyone else. So we'll do this last one and then call it. Just give me some luck. Give me some luck. I'm going to wait till it goes back around one more time. And we're going to pull. Pink. 5 Thor. Actually, that might be an upgrade. That is an upgrade. Okay, so that's not terrible. I'll take that one. That's probably the best roster upgrade I've got here for my team. So here we are. Let's go back to our roster. Where are we at? So, oh, that was my Sinister 6. So these are my. This is what I got. these are my upgrades after, like, you know, almost 100 Red Star Orbs and all of those Elite 6s. So that was pretty bonkers, and unfortunately not too much to show for it. Now, that being said, I do have a lot of characters already at 4, so that's not too much of a surprise. Thor being the standout. 6 shield security, and then 6 hand sorceress. Maybe I might just feel obligated to level her up a bit for some reason. I don't know, she's mystic. I always talked about not having any mystic characters to level. The rest, not so great. I don't really use them too much. Winter Soldier's okay. But anyways, so that's the Red Star pulls there for Doc Ock. I am going to be doing the event off screen for Doc Ock to get him unlocked, but we'll be back in just a few seconds with him unlocked and geared up, so stay tuned. And we're back on the Doctor Octopus character window here. So I did take him all the way up. So he is at a whopping 78,300 power. This is with the 4 Red Stars that we pulled. Unfortunately, we didn't get that 5 that I was looking for, but hey, when he goes into the promotion store, you know, I'll probably get him there because I got tons of credits left to use for that. So we did get him to tier 14, 6765. So let's go over through his kit just in case you haven't seen it yourself. So Tentacle Slam is attack primary target for 260% damage plus apply slow for 2 turns. This attack cannot be dodged. I don't feel that it's really worth T4s at this time, but when we get into the summons, I'll tell you what's something interesting there. So Sinister Recharge, that's a special there. Apply +3 charge up to a maximum of 10 to self and all chargeable Sinister 6 allies. So this part's important here. I did, however, hear this part is bugged when in relation to Electro. I heard that this doesn't actually apply properly to Electro, so we'll have to see in battle and see if this is actually still going on or not. And so he does summon a missing Sinister 6 ally from the following list. Typically, it's going to be Shocker first unless you're using Shocker in your team. And so if you're not using Shocker, then it's going to be him. If the missing Sinister 6 ally is already summoned, fill that character's speed bar by 100%, and then apply 3 regeneration to self and all allies in war. Apply 3 regeneration for 2 turns instead. So I'm in the way here actually, but I did, let's move myself here. So I did end up actually picking up the T4 for this, applying it +3 charge instead of +2. So the reason why this is important, and I'll tell you here, so when we go to the summon page here, it's going to be Shocker. I don't plan on using Shocker on my team, so it's going to summon Shocker. And why this is important is that the summons abilities are based on his stats. So depending on what T4s you put into Doctor Octopus is going to be the power and the T4s that the summon is going to have. So if you are like me and you're going to be using Shocker as your summon, then this is really important to have the special at level 7, because level 7 Shocker special is the one that gives offense up to self for 2 turns, but also offense up to all Sinister 6 allies. This is really important because Shocker's level 5 special only gives it to himself and 2 random Sinister 6 allies. So if you're using the full team, there's going to be 6, including the summon, that you're really going to need to have this at level 7. Now, if you are using different summons, this is going to vary, of course. You know, I did pick up the passive as well, and so this is going to give, you know, the passive level 5 for Shocker, which isn't really a huge deal, but this is a bit more of a deal for other characters, potentially, depending on which summons you're going to use. So I'm not going to go over this all, but we do want to keep this in mind depending on which summon you're using and sort of what T4s are more worth it. That being said, some people have a habit of just maxing out legendary characters 7, 7, 7, 5, so if you're someone who's going to do that, then it doesn't really matter too much, but keep in mind that the T4s are based on Doc Ock's T4s, and that's going to be what the summon kits are going to be like. So. And I did Superior Villain. This is his ultimate here. Attack all enemies for 240% plus flip 2 positive effects to negatives. Each target has all negative effects prolonged by duration of 1. So I probably haven't posted it yet, but I did do the unlock of Doc Ock, and you do get to use him in combat. What's cool about this is it does flip the positive effects first to negatives, and then it prolongs all of them by duration of 1. So for example, if there's 2 turns of defense up from like Vision, something like that, it's going to flip to negatives and then extend it. So you'll get like 3 turns of defense down. So I really like that. That actually plays out how the text actually supports it. So it's going to flip, and then all of those are going to get extended by a duration of 1. So that's really cool. And I don't really think, because he's a support character, he's not really damage heavy, I don't think you need to get the T4s in the ultimate to begin with. But like I said, depending on what summon that you're planning on using, maybe there might be a reason for this if that particular summon's ultimate makes a huge deal to have this upgraded. Like if you're going to be using a Mysterio summon perhaps, or something like that. But otherwise, I don't think you need to have it T4'd at the start. Now, Master Planner, his passive here is on turn, if charged, apply 1 deflect and +1 speed up to a maximum of 5 to self and all adjacent allies, and then lose 1 charge. So this is really important to his kit and probably to his longevity for potentially war defense as well, because the charges do carry over from battle to battle in war defense. So the deflect and speed up you're probably going to want to have on, I would say, your 2 squishiest, which is probably going to be Swarm and Electro if you are using them, because they're probably going to be the ones that are going to be at the lowest star value. Now, if you are using other characters, that's going to vary. Maybe other characters like Mysterio, Shocker if you're using him, or Vulture. So characters like Rhino, you're probably going to want to have on the side because he's going to be tanking. You typically don't want to have your tanks characters near the center. So And then on block, heal self and all Sinister 6 allies for 10% of this character's max health. In war, heal for 20% instead. So this block is, unfortunately, I believe we figured this out, that the on block is only on Doc Ock's block, so it's not on anyone else. The text sort of suggested that maybe it might have been on anyone's block, because he does give people block the rest of the Sinister 6 block chance as well. So in war, heal for 20% instead. In war, when this character or a chargeable Sinister 6 ally drops below 20% health, this is pretty low, fill that character's speed bar by 100% and clear heal block. And let's keep scrolling down if I can, if my mouse isn't being finicky. And then in war, gain 15% damage. Chargeable Sinister 6 allies gain 15% damage. And then 20% block chance. All Sinister 6 allies gain 20% block chance, and they all get 40% max health as well, so that's quite a bit. So keep in mind that the damage, unfortunately, is only on chargeable Sinister 6 allies in war. Now, I really hope that that leads either into the possibility of some of the existing ones being reworked later down the line into chargeable Sinister 6 allies, or they release new ones, you know, because there are Sinister 6 characters that are missing, you know, like Kraven the Hunter, Sandman, and I'm sure there's a few others off the top. I can't really name any off the top of my head, but I know they exist out there. So maybe this will lead up into the possibility of releasing more characters down the line that have the chargeable trait. That way you can have a full team of Doc Ock and chargeable characters. That would make sense to me. He gets 10,000% resistance against offense down, and all allies get that as well. So that's pretty good when you're fighting against Inhumans come to mind, maybe Fantastic Four because of Invisible Woman's offense down. Trying to think of other characters that have offense down off the top of my head, but those are the two that really come to mind. So this should be interesting from a war defense perspective, and also possibly even a war offense. I don't know how many war defense teams do also offense down. I'm having a bit of a mind blank, but I mean, yeah, it'll be good for either or. So I think that's a pretty good passive there too. So that's his kit there, and this is what I've got him to. So I'm also going to, instead of doing the normal blitzing gameplay like I mentioned in the beginning, we are going to be going into some balanced PvP with Doc Ock and the Sinister 6. I'll move myself back over to the left here. But there will be more videos to come on Doc Ock and the Sinister 6, which I will be including on other game modes, also like including Blitz, and probably in raids actually too. So I still have a alpha raid running currently, which I haven't actually started much. So I'm thinking of maybe just doing a Sinister 6 challenge of running him through the alpha lane for that. So, you know, keep an eye out on my many videos for Sinister 6 and Doc Ock that's to come afterwards. But, you know, let's head on over to PvP and see what we can get on going for him as well. So here we are on the events window here for the versus battle match balance draft. So we're going to do probably about 2 matches of this. I am going to actually skip the draft portion and just get right into the battle, or just before the battle starts. The video is getting a little bit lengthy, so I don't want to subject everyone to the draft process. Normally I would just fast forward it to it, but in this case I think we're just going to skip through it. And we're going to get some matches hopefully with Doc Ock in the Sinister 6. It may be a bit of a different arrangement each time, because of course that they're going to have to ban or reject at least one of the Sinister 6 members that I choose, and maybe they might catch on to Doc Ock, but hopefully by the time they've already done their bans it won't make a difference at that point, and I can pull him in after the rejection. Although I guess the problem with that, because the way the PvP works, I'm not going to be able to rearrange the way they're set up, so this could be a bit of a problem for Doc Ock a little bit, and hopefully we can get him into one of the middle 3 slots. So we'll check that out really quick here. And I'll just skip over to the first battle. Okay, so on this draft, I picked Sinister here on my side, hoping that he would have gotten rejected, but he didn't. I rejected Phoenix on their side, so we are going to be getting a 4-man Sinister 6 with Doc Ock in this sort of middle position here, but unfortunately Mysterio is only going to be the one next to it. So unfortunately we got our Swarm rejected for some reason. Instead of like Rhino. So I'm hoping that in this matchup anyways, that Taskmaster's Blind lands on Rhino and then everyone shakes it off. We do have quite a handful of other kind of problem characters as well, so not too sure how well the Sinister 6 and Sinister is gonna roll, but with luck maybe we can clone, I don't know, Taskmaster or maybe a Spider-Man or someone maybe. Okay, so we are gonna get the summon off here, so he does go first. Doc Ock is quite quick, but then I think next is going to be Taskmaster and X-23, so this could provide proved to be a bit of a problem. Oh, they did shake it off. Although only shake off one, so Doc Ock's still blinded, actually. And apparently Rhino's still blinded as well. This is a bit of a problem, but we can still taunt. This should clear? I don't know if this will clear, actually. We're gonna attack... Oh, crap. I ran out of time. That was my bad. And that could have cost me the match, possibly. Actually, since I didn't get to taunt. Let's get the offense down on everyone, though. And that landed on everyone except for Taskmaster for some reason, even though she's supposed to get a crap ton of focus for this attack. And then we're going to taunt again on this side over here so we don't hit Greg. And so we do have the taunt. Everyone's still alive for now. Rhino does have a lot of health. Oh, wait. Why is... Oh, right. I forgot. X23 hits through that. Do we want to blind or do the heal block? We probably should get the AoE off. We blinded, actually, so I didn't even think about that. Oh, this is a bit of a problem. Alright, so we're not going to be able to attack, really, with Mysterio, then. We can't even get the blind off, either, because we can't get the clone off, because we're ability blocked as well. That's a bit of a problem. And Doc Ock is also ability blocked and blinded. That is unfortunate. So Rhino's gonna get zapped in the face here. He didn't go for the ultimate. He went for the basic instead. So we're gonna try and work on a Taskmaster. I think I don't even know at this point. There's a lot of characters around here. That was a fair bit of damage for a minion, I think, actually, or for a summon minion for Shocker. Everyone's still alive, but the ability block is being extended. That's really not good. And I have really no way of shaking that off, I don't think. Swarm would have been able to flip these kind of things, but yeah, it's a bit of a problem. Doc Ock is getting wrecked, and he's not getting any of his moves off. So there goes Doc Ock. Maybe balanced PvP isn't the right arena for the Sinister Six after all. You know, having to deal with all these handful of quasi-meta characters, you know, all in one battle might not be a good arena for them. So, yeah, it hasn't got... Rhino, though, on one hand, Rhino has a lot of health. I mean, look how much health he's got. I mean, he's barely going down, so... that is one thing to say about it, though. Taskmaster did die here. Hell is almost dead. I don't know if we can come back from this or not. I don't think so, but... yeah, I don't think so, but... We did get Hella down. If we didn't get ability blocks as much as we did, I think this could have gone a different way. Look how beefy Rhino is, though, with all the buffs and the health that he gets from Doc Ock. So unfortunately, this is a loss. But hey, you know, I wasn't expecting the world from a Sinister Six battle necessarily in PvP. I just wanted to do something a little bit different this time around. Okay, so that was a loss there. Let's see if we can get one more in and see if we can get maybe a different result this time around. So I was hoping that they would ban my Sinister in this match, but so we do have, again, four Sinister Six members here, and I banned their Phoenix that they had on their side. So I'm hoping that Ebony Maw's special actually won't really do a whole lot to the Sinister Six team, because Doc Ock does resist offense down with the rest of the Sinister Six, so this shouldn't make too much of a deal. So we might actually have some interesting results here in this match. So we'll have to see how this plays out. Fortunately, it's very hard to get the full 5 Sinister Six for some reason. They always seem to ban at least one character, and actually a lot of times it's been Electro when I've tried lately, so that's another interesting thing here. So we are stuck behind a Thanos taunt at the moment here. We're going to be summoning Electro, and we get some regens to everyone now. They don't have the ability to flip, so this isn't actually going to... So none of that offense down landed on anyone, if you guys noticed that. And we are getting Swarm. Unfortunately, we are stuck behind that, though. They might... What do they spread there? Like one bleed, I guess. But there's some regens here, so we should be in a relatively okay position. We are stuck in cloning that Thanos, though, unfortunately. But, hey, we are going to get an offense... Oh, we haven't offensed up yet from Shocker, so this is an interesting turn order here. Unfortunately, we're probably going to have to AoE anyways, though, I think, and get some heal blocks going. Kind of threw back the turn bar on Shocker there as well, so he did survive. There's a lot of positive effects here, and hopefully we can actually clear some of this. We're going to get a taunt up from Thanos here, and then we're going to actually just do the AoE with Rhino now that he's got offense up, and hopefully do a little bit of damage despite having defense up on everyone. And the summon did a fair bit of damage, not too much. We need to get this flipped with Doc Ock if we're lucky though, so hopefully, although we're gonna get slowed here. I don't know, maybe Sinister Six just don't have what it takes to beat meta characters in the arena format. I think maybe that's not, or sorry, not the arena format, the PvP format. Maybe they're just not well designed for that, not at least with the full team anyways. So it seems that we haven't really done so well in PvP, unfortunately, to be able to show them off too well. So this hasn't been a really great experience, but there's going to be lots of gameplay footage in the days to come. Of course, I'm going to be doing a lot of things revolving around Sinister Six and Doc Ock just to see what they're capable of. It doesn't seem that they're all that great put together in PvP. Singularly, some of the characters aren't too bad. Like Swarm is actually really good with a debuff heavy team, and actually Rhino is super bulky with the combination of his own passive and Doc Ock's passive, so that's quite interesting too. But as a full team, it seems like they're just lacking. I think, you know, Mysterio isn't really the best. Maybe had I switched Mysterio with Vulture, actually, there might have been a different sort of outcome. This was just the sort of Alliance War combo that I was looking to get, that I was going to use in my team anyways, was this sort of team that setup that I had here. Unfortunately, we didn't get a very good result here in PvP, and I think, like I said, I think this is probably going to be the last video here. Unfortunately, it wasn't anything positive. I actually did do a couple of runs, so this is actually one or two of 4 runs, all of which ended up in defeat, unfortunately. It is a little bit something different, so don't use this as a metric as to how good the Sinister Six and Doc Ock are. That's just how it landed in PvP, and I think really the outcome of it is that they're not all that good in PvP, in balanced PvP anyways. So yeah, so maybe that wasn't the best game mode to showcase them, but that is what we're doing for today. So let's outro really quick for the video. So one thing I do want to say is don't let this PvP showcase put you off from the Sinister Six or Doc Ock quite yet. I just wanted to see if they were potentially valid in that game mode, and it seems a bit tricky. When put up against a whole slew of meta characters, I think they have a bit of a difficult time. But obviously they are meant to be a war team, either on defense or offense, which largely is about fighting full or slightly mixed teams. It's unlikely in war that you're going to counter as many as meta characters as in one fight as you would in PvP, or you'd be breaking up multiple full war teams, and that's unlikely to happen. Also, over the course of this week, there is going to be a slew of gameplay videos for Doc Ock and Sinister Six, so I apologize if this initial gameplay was a bit of a poor showcase, but there will be more to come as I get more content out to you all. And unfortunately, the Red Stars took quite a while to pull and get the Red Stars I was looking for with Doc Ock, so that's why I decided to do it this way. I do want to thank everyone for watching who made it this far, and of course, if you enjoyed my video, then please smash that like button down below and consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. And of course, until next time everyone, stay safe, and I'll see y'all later. Boylan signing out.